The Penguin Review. I'm also going to be doing some bench. So The Penguin, best show of the year. Pretty confident in saying that. This show was great in every aspect. It's part of the Robert Pattinson Batman universe, although there's really no links to it being a comic movie or comic show, like you wouldn't know. I've been trying to recommend this to family members, but I don't want to say it's like a Batman show because it doesn't feel like a Batman show. It's like a crime boss, underground mob boss type show. It is good. It's really good, guys. So we're following Oz Cobb, aka the Penguin, and he's a fucking menace, bro. It's crazy because this guy, you know he's sinister, you know he's fucked up, but you keep wanting to root for him, and then you get reminded how fucked up he is, and then you feel like a bad person for wanting to root for him. The show basically follows Oz going from zero to hero, the term doesn't really fit properly, but he's gone from being a driver of the Falcone family to the ruler of the underground of Gotham. It's crazy. It was so enthralling seeing how he constantly manipulated everyone to get what he wanted. No matter what kind of situation he was in, he always found a way out of it, and it was never to a point where it was unrealistic. Like every time he got out of it, it's like, holy shit, he actually managed it. Every time. It's from these seeds that have been sown throughout the whole show. And you can't help but like kind of get hype about it. Sophia Falcone, Sophia Gigante, whatever you want to call her, was another amazing character in the show. She's kind of the other side of the coin to Oz. She's still just as relentless, just as intelligent and cunning. And she's trying to reclaim the power herself and bring those to the bottom back of power. Same kind of pitch Oz is giving his people, but she's got a lot more resources than he does, being from the Falcone family. Then you've also got Victor, who we meet in the first episode, who was a low-tier criminal stealing from Oz. And he kind of becomes this little underling for Oz throughout the show, and they get this deep connection that grows throughout the show. And Victor's really like the heart of the show. You really feel for him a lot of the situations he's in, and he gives a bit of humanity to this show, which otherwise lacks it. But honestly, I feel like Vic is a good audience stand in a way, because I feel like the more we see of Oz, the more like we know to have our reservations, but we can't help but trust him. And this is just what he does to everyone. It's how he gets everything he wants. He's a mad lad. He's a penguin. Do penguins fly? I don't think so, right? As the show goes on, he keeps just going higher or deeper and deeper into his mission and making more and more enemies and more allies and turning on everyone, and it's insane. It's insane how he just proceeds to pull it off time after time. There was one episode too that was full Sophia backstory, and that really gave a new depth to her as a character. It really made her a lot more interesting to watch, but she was interesting already. Absolutely impeccable performances from Sophia and Colin. I forgot Sophia's actress's name. Put on the screen. Another thing with Oz is his mother. It's a very strange relationship. Clear that it's strange the whole time, but the more you learn about it, the more f***ed it is, but you can't, like, it's not surprising because you've come to expect this from him. And then it also gives a bit more insight into the person he's always been. He's always been this fucked up little goblin. He is like a goblin. I'm gonna get into some spoilers now, but my spoiler-free review, best show of the year, must watch. If you're trying to recommend this to a family member and they're gonna hear the word Batman and think, nah, just don't tell them it's Batman, they won't even be able to know. I'm telling you, you can't tell. You actually can't tell. Spoiler warning. I've seen a bit of a mixed debate about the last scene where he kills Vic. It's very sad. Some people say it was unsatisfying, but I honestly think it was perfect. Context, his mother's also she's kind of brain dead now, but she's still there, and this is also after a whole lot of information came out about the past where he killed his brothers, his mother knew all along, his mother's always despised them, despite this, blah, blah, blah. A lot of crazy stuff. Watch it. You'll know anyway when you watch the show. Vic, at the end of the show, is like comforting Oz throughout this whole thing, is like, we're like family now, and then Oz just fucking chokes him out. It's like a real harsh reminder of like, damn, we don't fuck with you. Like, we don't like you, Penguin. Fuck you, Penguin. I think he enjoys it. Like, he enjoys doing this crazy shit. You even see when Maroney, who is one of his adversaries in the show, dies, and it's by like a heart attack type thing. He gets angry that he didn't get the final kill and that he didn't get to gloat in front of his dying body. I said there's no connection to the Batman really, but like there is a little bit of fan service at the very end, but it's done in a way that it's like very rewarding. Like, you know, you get to see the bat signal, you get to see mention of Catwoman, who is Sophia's sister, or half sister. It goes to show like these characters are going to play a big part in the world going forward. It's made me a lot more excited for the Batman #2. Rating time. The official Sax Engine rating for the Penguin is X's. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9.5. Highest rating I've given so far, and I think it's justified. Watch the penguin! Something's in the way.